Okay. Thanks, God.
Okay.
At least now I got to
Right,
know. Okay.
right now recording
So,
has started.
yeah. Okay, sir. So you are an assistant professor, and which subject do you teach, sir?
I teach basically finance to BBA students.
Okay, okay, that's great. Can you tell me which is the, college that you are teaching in?
Currently, I am teaching in a college called RS Institute of Higher Education, which is located in Patna city.
Okay, okay, that's great. Okay. So, yes, since you said about your career, you are a teacher, I do have some certain set of questions which I would like to ask to you. So, are you okay with that, sir? And once again,
Yes, sure,
so, sir, are you ready for today's conversation?
sure, sure, sure.
Okay. So, sir,
You can
you
go
said
ahead with that.
you are an assistant professor working in a private college situated in Patna. I would like to ask some questions relating to your profession. So, according to you, sir, what is the major, frustrating part of being a teacher?
Actually, one of the major frustrating part for being a teacher when you want to deliver your knowledge or lecture about any topic and anything as well. And after that, when the students are not listening to you carefully or not giving you attention about your topic that you are going to deliver, definitely it felt so much frustrating for any teachers, whether it's belong to a school teacher, whether it's belong to a college teacher. It's so much frustrating for any teacher as well. And you have also aware about such kind of situations as well, because currently you are also teaching in a schools, and you know about the kind of environment in the schools. There are lots of students in a class as well, and it's very difficult deliver the lecture in a confident way sometimes. It's a really frustrating part for me when my students didn't listen to me carefully.
Okay, yeah, that's correct because nowadays the mindset of the children that has been changed, and we can say that majority of the students they are not obedient anymore. They are not at all interested into studies just because of so many distractions. Just like we can say, as you suggested a topic here, the influence of social medias, so we can discuss the same thing here because these two things are interlinked, I think. So just because of the influence, I think the mindset has been changed and they are no longer interested into studies, and the mindset towards the teachers that has also been changed. We are living in India, and in our country the teacher is admired just like the god, and nowadays that trend has been completely changed. There is no value of teachers, and the students they started teasing or making unwanted gossips
Hmm.
against the teachers, and there is no value of knowledge or education in the mindset of children anymore. So that is the biggest frustrating thing when it comes to each and every teachers. If all the students were obedient, loyal, and transparent, then the half of our burden would be reduced, right? So that is the biggest threat. But yes, obviously being a teacher our hands are always occupied, even though we never ever thought like I'm always occupied so I can't do this anymore because I'm getting fragile just because of this workload. It's not like that. We are ready to do the work.
Yeah.
What would be your pragmatic approach to deal with a student who is not at all interested into studies?
Uh, when you talk about my approach to deal with the students, actually, I just try to interact with some of the students separately who are not attending my class in a good way. definitely, I just make them understand about their problems, about their any types of difficulties that they have faced during the time of taking my classes as well. I have done such kind of thing. Apart from that, whenever I just get a free time, I just take one-to-one sessions, I just also try to know about their personal problems as well, because right now definitely teachers are the absolutely working on their syllabus and the other kinds as well. But in the today's world, a lot of the students are going through some of the mental health issues as well, about their problem of their family. They are not able to focus on their study as the well, about their problem about their futures as well, because currently most of the students are so much concerned about their career, about their placements after completing their degrees as well. Yeah, such kind of thing can happen to me. The I just take one-to-one sessions, because through one-to-one session they have shared their own problems personally to me, and the when I encountered such kind of challenges, definitely I just try to talk with my director, with my principal, with my coordinator as well, and to try to sort out all kinds of problem as well. This is my another technique to deal with such kind of situations.
Yes, yes. That's the pragmatic approach to deal with this kind of situation. And I totally spot on your viewpoints. And whatever the situation it is, each and every student, they are unique. So we should be aware of what is the background of each and every student. So yes, being a teacher, it is our responsibility to know about the background and also their level, the students' level, so that we could assist them in their studies. Right. So if any student is not attentive, or he or she is not interested in studies, then obviously we should call him or her separately and should ask what is the real problem. Just because of that, he or she is responding or behaving in such a way. So if we don't do so, then we cannot help with that thing, right? So it is our responsibility to understand the problem well, so that we could treat that situation in a positive way, and that would be helping that student. And also in I mean, after a few years, that particular student would always keep such an incident in his or her mind, right? That would be, I can say, a blessing, a situation which is we can call as a blessing, right? Because nowadays this is a new gen teachers era. So I think most of the teachers, I'm not ready to blame here. I'm also one of them. So I think at a certain extent, every teachers, they are not ready to understand the real background of each and every student. So yes, obviously there are particular teachers, they are ready to understand what is the real background, so that they could help them with their studies. But if each and every teachers do so, that would be a real change over the in the field of education, right? Yes. So
Yes.
my next
Yeah.
question to you, sir. Nowadays, what do you think the education system in India, whether it is giving more specification to the marks and grade system, or moreover that whether it is giving importance to skills?
Yeah, it's really a nice question, Nimisa, that I would like to answer this question as well. When you talk about the grade system, definitely it's really important. I I am agree to their points as well. But nowadays, um, with- when you compare both these things, skill play a very important role. Because I have met with some of my the friends who have a very good grade, who have a very good in studies as well. But when you talk about the required skills, that can lead them to get into their jobs in the corporates and the private sector as well. They are not good at it. So their grade system and their degrees also treat treat like a wastage as well. And definitely when you talk about both these things, I give so much weightage to the skills as well, because when a persons have a specific kind of skills, definitely they are able to do any kinds of the thing in the future as well. Because right now skills play a very important role.
That's correct, sir. Skills plays a crucial role in everybody's future. So that nowadays I think the education system which is giving more emphasis to skills too, but in my viewpoint I think those so-called skills are also being judged using the system of grading or markage system. I
Great.
mean, I can say that there is another term for that. Obviously it is mark system. Okay, great point. Obviously, great point. Okay, so I think this trend is also going to change, because that is very much needed according to the present situation. Each and every year, thousands and lakhs of students are passing out, and in India, I can say majority of the proportion of the children or students, they are educated, and moreover that I can say highly educated. So it is very tough to find out job opportunities to each and everybody, right? So the scarcity of job which is also being increasing nowadays. So nowadays what we have to do is that we should be focusing on skills, moreover the so-called grading system, right? Okay. So,
Absolutely.
sir, I think I have done with my questions, but yes, last one I would like to ask. Is there any situation in which any of your students made you really proud?
Actually, when you talk about my students, uh, definitely one of the situations that made me so much proud. Actually, one of my students who didn't perform in their academics as the well, somehow they are able to pass the semesters, and after that they are landing into a good job in a good company called Google as well. And they are a very good students of mine, because in my previous days I was not a good student. I was not the good grade as the well. And after that, when I become a teacher through my skills, through my speaking skills, and all kinds of things, I felt so much proud about that, because previously when I was in my job, I was not doing the right thing as well, due to my mental health issues and all kind of thing. I just left my jobs, and I just after leaving my jobs, it is very difficult for me in the Bihar to find a job as an assistant professor. At that point of time, I was working as an English teacher, and I teach students of under 10th grade, and I feel so much confident about all kinds of things. So, so, when the students had selected in an interview in the Google as well, I felt so much proud about that. This moment can feel me so much confident about my students, because this students is so much good in English and communication skills, and through this effort, this guy has got a job in a good company, and I felt so much proud, and it's a very proud moment for me as well.
Okay, that's really amazing, sir. And yes, obviously, if you have any question you want to ask me, then obviously you can, sir.
Nimisa, in the which part of Bihar are you currently
I'm
working
connecting you from
nowadays?
Vaishali district.
Oh, Vaisali district.
Yeah.
So, do you find it any difficulties with interacting with people from your colleagues about all kinds of environment as well? Because when you went to buy anything, they are also talking to you in the mother tongue or the Hindi language as well. Because Vaisali is not a very big city.
Yeah.
I have seen that.
Yes, it's not a very big city just like Patna, but yes, obviously these people they can speak in Hindi, so it's okay for
Hmm.
me because I'm very fluent in Hindi as well. So when I shifted to Bihar, I never ever felt like I can't survive here just because of the language barrier. But I can assure you that I was super fluent in Hindi when I shifted to Bihar because I was a super fan of this particular language, and I tried to listen or to watch as much as I could. So in that way, I learned Hindi, and yes, I think I don't have any kind of problems. But yes, I do have problems when these people communicate in Bhojpuri or I think Dehati, so the mother tongue, their own local language. But every people know how to speak in Hindi, so since they know how to speak in Hindi, I don't have any problem.
Definitely, definitely. It's very good to be hear that because you just know Hindi as well. Because when you know Hindi, you can also communicate with different people in Bihar. There is no doubt about it.
Yeah.
I am talking about the 80% part of India as well, because most of the 80% people used to speak in the Hindi as well,
Yes.
apart from English.
Yeah, after all, it is our national language. So, yes, we
Yeah,
all know Hindi, and there is a certain subject. Actually, it is a language, but we have learned Hindi as a subject in our schooling time. And obviously, my second language was also Hindi. So, yes.
you are teaching currently social science in your
Yeah.
school as well, right?
Yes.
Do you face such kind of situation when the students are not paying so much attention in this subject? Because a lot of the students didn't have interest in social science. They have so much interest in mathematics, science, and English as well.
Yeah. Obviously, as a general, I can say throughout India, I have realized that students don't have much patience to attend the SST class because it's
Hmm.
a kind of boring class. That's what the mindset towards SST. Even when I was a kid, when I was in my schooling time, I also had the same mindset. But if we want to know our history or what are the things that is happening around the world and our geography, it's all about our SST, right? So we should try to enhance the interest, I mean the students towards this subject. When I joined this school, this is the first job of mine. So when I joined this school, I felt like the students are not interested in SST class because I used to teach some other subjects too. But when I was teaching SST, the students were looking like they were not interested in SST classes. They were sleepy, they were just distracted in the class. But uh, being a teacher, we could not let it be happen, right? So I discussed the same problem with my husband. He's also the teacher of the same school. So he told me that you should understand what is the mindset of the students and you should apply some pragmatic rules to catch that attention of the students towards your class. So I decided that somehow I had to drag their attention, otherwise the students may fail in the exam and that would affect to my salary and my
Hmm.
career in this school.
Performance.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
sure.
I tried to drag their attention just by implementing some examples, just by calling up their names and to depict that examples. just calling them out here. In that way, what I did is I tried to pull their attention towards my class, and now I think they are very much interested in my class. And obviously you can assume, or you can imagine, this is a small city, and majority of the teachers, they are interested, or they are willing to teach any of the subject in their own mother tongue. But what I do
Sure.
is I teach in English, whether it is
Mhm.
explanation or reading part, whatever the thing it is. It's my compulsion. After all, it is a CBSE school, so I don't want to compromise on it. So I would explain all the things in English itself. So it is a new experience. When I introduced my class, they were just like wow. And some other pragmatic rules, pragmatic ways in our class, so that we could drag their attention. Otherwise every day just fetching our notebook or textbook and just explaining the things just like a story and going back to the staff room, it's not it's not of any use anymore. So and we should bring some kind of tools. Just like if I'm teaching them geography, then I should bring some kind of tools with me, just like I can say globe, map, so that they would be very much interested in that class, right? So we should be aware of the thing, what I am, why I am here. I am here to teach them. It is our responsibility to make them understand the concept. So for that, we should be ready to do anything there, right? So I have realized that, and I started to implement so many rules so that I could drag their attention. And now I can say that not even a single student is bored in my SST class. Everybody is waiting for my class. So I'm very happy for that.
Yeah, it's really good to be here because in the my time, it is very difficult to found the teacher of SST who teaches SST in the English language. Even my group was in the Hindi language because there were no teacher who teaches social study in the English. And right now you are doing such a great things, and you also talk to any students in the English, but that will also create a great impact in their future as well. Because after completing the 10th or the 12th, a lot of the students had gone through such type of situations like talking to any kinds of people in the English, pursuing any types of degree, and will also go to the cities like Bangalore and the Hyderabad as well. So it's really good to be here there.
Yes, yes. We should implement the language in a pragmatic way, so that the students could learn the language also, right? At the same time, the subject and also this language. This is very mandatory in this present world, and in the upcoming years, it would be at its peak level. We all are
Yeah.
here just behind of this particular language, because we are aware of what is the importance and what are the opportunities once we are good at it. So if we want our students to be good at it, then we are the most responsible persons out here. The parents are they believe us, right? They believe in us, and that's why they are sending off their children to
Hmm.
our school, so that we could teach them all these things. So it's our responsibility to make them ready for the further opportunities, and to shoulder their further responsibilities with their family. So at the same time, while we are teaching, at the same time we are responsibility to teach this particular language too, so that they could not go through any kind of
Hmm.
suffocations or hardest part of life in future, right?
Yeah, yours seems. So you
Yeah.
are saying right. You are saying right.
Yes.
Okay, Nimsa, it was really nice talking to you. And
Yes, it was a
after
superb
recording this
conversation with you,
video,
sir. I totally
Yeah.
enjoyed this conversation, and you have shared your insightful thoughts here. It is very valuable. And yes, thank you so much for your time and effort. It was a nice conversation with you, and hoping for further conversation with you in future.
Thank you, Nimisa. And after uploading your video on the YouTube, please collaborate with my channel as well. I have already shared my channel link with you.
Sure, sure, sir. Thank you so much. Bye.
Okay, okay, Nimisa. Bye.